Shavasana today, so we'll just start laying down with your head facing the top of the mat. And just taking a moment to settle into the space. Take a cleansing breath in through the nose. And exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Again, just a gentle inhale and exhale. And just begin to become aware of the space around you, the support beneath you, letting your mind and your awareness come into the practice. Today we are beginning a new theme. We've been working through the 8 limbs of yoga. And so our theme today is dhyana. And this is often translated to meditation or complete presence, but many things can be encompassed in the umbrella term of meditation. So we've kind of been building up to this practice of working through these 8 limbs of yoga and building into this practice of meditation and awareness. So in this practice, this week and next week, we're going to be building on our practice of really softening our attention from the outside world and then bringing our attention into focus, either anchoring into a breath, a sensation, or a mantra, which we've been practicing the last couple of weeks. And this is where our focus becomes more effortless and where awareness begins to really flow without trying to force it or exert much effort towards it. So during the practice today, even though this is a new practice to you, if this is your first time here or you've been here with us as we've been working towards this, really just thinking about trying to soften into the experience rather than control it during your practice. Yin yoga will give us the opportunity to do this because in the long held poses, instead of really chasing a goal, we can have this opportunity to just be curious about our practice, be curious about awareness, and just naturally letting that expand and deepen. And if there's an intention that you would like to set for your practice today, feel free to do so. Just kind of drawing that into the awareness, and this can even be your anchor as well. So when you notice the mind start to wander or drift outside of the space, as it naturally will, just coming back to this intention or coming back to the practice through the breath or through sensation. So we'll begin just by drawing the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg and letting that knee fall open. And you can place a block underneath the right knee or the right thigh for support here. And then we'll bring the arms up overhead. And you want the shoulders and the arms to just rest comfortably here. Imagine extending out through the fingertips, arriving in a supine Vriksasana tree pose. So the right foot can be anywhere along the inside of the left leg, whatever's most comfortable for you. Pay attention especially to the lower back or to the inner thigh and right hip. I'm just taking a couple of moments to settle into stillness. Again, we want to just find where we begin to feel sensation, and then we want to find stillness and hold these poses for about 2 to 5 minutes. So just using this time to really be aware of those sensations, be aware of anything that arises for you during this time. There will be a lot of silence after we settle into each shape. So don't worry, I'll guide you back out when the time is right. Allow the arms to float down to the sides. Release your block off to the side. Use your right hand to just gently draw that leg back through center. We'll bring the left leg in to meet the right, feet planted hip distance apart. And we'll press the soles of our feet into the mat, lifting the hips up and shifting them over to the right. Then let the knees fall to the left, coming into a supine twist. You can also use your blocks here if you'd like to have a block between the knees or maybe one under that bottom leg or both, whatever you need to be supported here. Bringing the right shoulder down to the mat, arms out to a T. Bring your gaze over the right fingertips. And the knees can be closer in towards the heart space or further out towards the bottom of the mat. Find what feels best here to you. Again, less is more with this practice. So use as many props as you need to feel supported. And then begin to just tune into where this is arriving in the body, any sensations you might feel in the lower back, in the spine, in the belly as you breathe. Guiding your awareness to land softly somewhere, even just on the breath. See if you can maintain your focus on the sensations in the body as you shift out of this shape, gently drawing the knees back through center, unwinding, pressing the feet back into the mat, and shifting the hips and shoulders back through center. Finding supine vrksasana on the left side, extend the right leg out. Let the left knee fall open and the sole of that foot to line up somewhere along the inside of the right leg. See if you can find evenness in the shoulders and the hips. And then extend the arms up overhead, reaching out through the fingertips. Letting the arms rest on the earth. Finding that sense of stillness. And just noticing how your awareness has shifted as you've changed your shape.
Maintaining your focus, just allow the arms to come down to the sides, slowly removing your props, drawing the left knee towards center, walk the right foot in, press the feet into the mat, lifting the hips, shifting them over to the left, let the knees fall to the right, finding a supine twist on the opposite side, using props if wanted or needed. Moving slowly, draw the left shoulder down, arms out to the sides, gaze coming towards the left fingertips. And maybe just noticing here how the sensations have shifted from the more open posture of Vrksasana to this more contracted posture of a supine twist. gently remove any props, setting them aside or within reach. And take your time unwinding as you come back through center. Bringing the hips and shoulders back into alignment with each other. Maybe hugging the knees in towards the chest. And just taking a gentle rock side to side. Just rocking out the lower back and sacrum. You can release, and then we'll just roll over onto our bellies in whatever way is intuitive to you. We'll find a Sphinx pose, bringing the elbows under the shoulders, forearms pressed into the mat. If you have a lower spine sensitivity, you can play around with bringing the arms out to the sides or elbows further up, or you can just cross your forearms at the top of the mat and rest your forehead. So whatever option honors your body today, just making that choice. And if you have your forearms pressed into the mat, you want to kind of get that sense of rising up away from the earth, drawing the shoulder blades together and opening the heart forward. Allow the legs to just rest behind you. And your gaze can come forward or between the hands, or maybe even dropping the head down or bringing the forehead to a block. And just notice how maybe the position of your gaze, or if you have your head hanging heavy, how that changes the sensation in the spine, particularly the lower spine. And just being curious about that. No judgment or stories. Begin to just become aware of the breath once more. Notice if it feels strained at all. That's often a sign to maybe back out of the pose a little bit. The body is maybe signaling to you to take a more gentle expression of the pose. Wherever you are today is okay. lower down all the way, just crossing the forearms at the top of the mat and resting your forehead. Rest easy here in effortless presence. Just allow the spine to be straight, the mind to rest. Draw the hands under the shoulders and press back. Finding tabletop pose. You can bring your blanket to support your knees if you'd like a little bit of cushion there. On tabletop, our knees are stacked under the hips and wrists under the shoulders. Palms and tops of the feet are pressed into the mat. We'll move through some cat-cows, just some gentle movement for our spine. So on the inhale, gaze comes forward, belly drops, tailbone rises. Exhale, press the earth away, rounding through the spine. Tuck the tailbone, gaze comes towards the navel. Inhale, finding the cow shape as the belly drops. Gaze forward, maybe a little higher this time, and exhale round into cat. Turning inwards. Connect your movement with your breath, just moving through these at your own pace. We'll be here for just about a minute. Just feel into the edges and corners of the body. And take this time to let the movement and the breath be the meditation. Come back to a neutral tabletop. And bring the big toes to touch. Bring the knees towards towards the edges of the mat. Send the hips back towards the heels. Walk the hands out towards the front of the mat, finding a wide leg balasana, child's pose. Bring the heart, the chest, and the forehead towards the mat. It's okay if your hips don't touch the heels, they likely won't. You could also place a block under the hips as well if you'd like a little more support there. If you feel sensitivity in the lower back, you can bring the knees closer in towards each other. As you settle in, breathe into the belly. Allow the breath to be soft, gentle, effortless. Reconnect with your intention or anchor that you are focusing on. Even if it's just connecting with the movement of the breath. Bring your gaze towards the fingertips. Slowly walk the hands back. Even as we're coming up, keep listening inwards. Coming to the top, just resting back, sitting back on the heels or in a comfortable seated position. Just take a moment here. Let the shoulders drop down away from the ears. We'll bring the legs out in front of us. Bringing the legs out long, finding caterpillar pose. We'll flex the toes towards the body, sitting up nice and tall. Feel the sit bones rooted down into the mat, into the earth. Lengthening on the inhale, keeping the spine straight. On the exhale, walk the hands out wherever you feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of the legs. And then allow the spine to round there. So just rounding forward. Again, we're not chasing sensation. Just meeting our bodies wherever we find that point of sensation, where you begin to feel the pose. And then surrendering there. And as we hold, our body will start to soften and release. See if you can follow the breath traveling, imagining it from the soles of your feet on the inhale, traveling to the crown of your head. And exhaling all the way back down. On your inhale, slowly walk the hands back, bringing the head last. Shoulders roll down the back. And we'll make our way to Shavasana once more, just laying down, your head facing the top of the mat. This week and next week, as we explore this theme, we will be incorporating a brief meditation into the end of each practice. So use this time as you rest here to let go of the physical practice today. Once again, just feel the support beneath you. Allow your body to settle into this resting posture, allowing it to soften into the earth beneath you. Take a cleansing breath in through the nose and exhale, sigh out through the mouth. And just allow your breath to move naturally, not controlled in any way. Just noticing the natural rhythm of inhale and exhale. Maybe notice the rise
subtle sensation here. Simply be here with it without judgment. Just be here with the breath. Notice how the edges of your attention begin to soften. No need to really focus any longer. Simply allow. Let awareness widen just a little more with each breath. Feel it become spacious and unbroken. Thoughts may drift in, and that's okay. See if you can let them pass by, like a cloud in the sky or a ripple in a lake. And just return to the steady presence that you've cultivated. Let your awareness become fluid, effortless. Drifting into a state of awareness where you are fully present without needing to manage the moment. Feel how the body is supported. The breath guides itself. Notice what awareness feels like when there's nothing to fix, there's nowhere to go, nothing to achieve. Just presence. Ready, take a slow breath in and a long breath out. begin to just create some gentle movement with fingers and toes. Slowly awakening, carrying the sense of spaciousness. In your own time, returning to a seated position to close our practice today. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing the hands to the heart space in some way, either one over the other or in Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. A gentle bow towards yourself, finding the space to be here, simply be present, your breath, your movement in the moment. I'm grateful for bodies that move through this practice in any way whatsoever. Grateful for people to practice with and beautiful spaces to practice with. May you walk in loving kindness. May you share the gift that is you. And may you remember you are